So this is Hyderabad, India. Sights and sounds, more sounds. Looks like a lot of sights as well as I get into Golconda Fort, which is one of the most famous things to visit here in Hyderabad. I'll tell you a little bit of history a little bit later on as I'm trying to cross the road here and get to the ticket booth. I see. A ticket counter. That's the way to the ticket counter. Guides will approach you at the entrance, and it's up to you to take a guide if you feel like it. And this is the ticket complex. I think the ticket prices are different for Indians and for foreigners. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, so there's your fares. Indians, SAC. Not a big line this morning, so it should be easy. Stone masonry fort. And once you buy the ticket from the ticket complex, you go in there, show the tickets, and explore Golconda Fort. This is the main entrance to the fort, which was originally built out of mud walls in the 11th century during the Kakatiya rulers. I'll put that all in the descriptions. The signs are well laid out, but you have the guides constantly asking if you need directions and need, but it's all there, and you can find most of the stuff online. Check out this beautiful tree here. Walking towards the main ramparts of the fort, and there's a mosque situated right on top over there. And I'll put all of those things in the subtitle here below, so we can kind of see what's going on. And like I said, everything is available on Google these days. I'm just going to sneak in here. It's kind of in ruins. In the various offices of the princely state, Golconda used to be a walled city before. Again, as I mentioned it, everything started here in the 11th century. Come here. So this used to be the pleasure garden, Nagina Bagh. And this is the area, used to be gardens here in the medieval past. And apparently during the monsoon and rainy season, this whole area turns nice and richly green and beautiful to walk. Shows you this is Nagina Bagh where we are, and then there's the mosque right on top, and the Darbar Hall, and that's Darbar Hall is where the king used to hold court. And Dhobi Ghat is where they used to wash clothes, and Langar Khana is basically the kitchen. So that's the climb. This is way to Darbar Hall. Darbar Hall is where the king used to hold court. He used to sit on a throne and meet with his ministers and the general public and do the business of the day. It goes right on top of the hill. It used to be a heavily fortified fort. Hyderabad city views from the fort, and it's not from the top. I probably have better views from the top. Alright, fair bit of climb. If you're coming here in summer, come early morning. There's a lot of climbing and it's going to get hot. And I think for more than 1,000 years people have climbed up these steps. And a little bit of water tank, ancient medieval water tank, and they're lined up as you walk. More city views of Hyderabad. I suggest you bring your own drinking water, which is available for sale for only about 20 rupees for a liter. It's probably like 20 cents. The free drinking water station seems to be closed. Let's check this out before going further up the hill. About 3/4 up the hill is something called the Ramadas prison, spelled a little wrongly, but it's okay. It's supposed to be a storehouse before, and then now converted into a prison in 1672, so the 17th century. I don't know how many people actually were imprisoned here. Look at that beam of light coming in. Beautiful. I suppose there's that's why it's called, because the Lord Rama is up there as a shrine, and that's why this prison is named after Lord Rama. How curious is that? I gotta look that up. Okay, continuing on this climb, there's, like I said, a lot of climbing to do. Take it easy, take it slow, or run up the stairs, I don't care. I usually maintain a steady pace because if I stop, I struggle to start again. So, there. You check out the views from here. The city of Hyderabad, India. And the high-tech city, the cyber city, all of that is somewhere in that area. Kind of wraps around the Golconda Fort. This is not right at the top, though there's more climbing. And still more climbing. And there's the temple up there that you saw on the map downstairs. There's a temple, there's a mosque, and then there's the Darbar hall somewhere behind. This is the mosque on the top, and the Hindu temple also on the top. The temple seems to be closed. This is the temple of Jagadamba, which is basically a manifestation of Kali, goddess Kali. There's the temple, and you enter this kind of courtyard before you go into this main edifice here. And the edifice is the Baradari or the Darbar Hall. It's located on the top of the outcrop, it says, because it's all rocks. Double-story building. Used to be the Diwan-e-Khas and Diwan-e-Am. Basic Diwan-e-Khas means audience with only the ministers and courtiers and visiting kings and, I suppose, generals and all that. And Diwan-e-Am, the word Am means for everyone. So public would come here and air their grievances for the king to address. So that's where I'm going next. And this is where it's not that imposing compared to all the monuments in Delhi with all the forts where the king used to sit up there on the throne and hold court, and everybody else would be seated down here. It's nice and breezy, so I'm sure the king and the important people up there were kind of cool even at the height of summer, and it's not the height of summer right now. Climbing up from the part that you just saw to this area here, and the king used to hold court here as well. From up here, and this is on top of the so-called outcrop because it's all rocks, you get some beautiful views of the general Hyderabad city area, Telangana state, India. And I'll leave you with some of these views up here. And from the ramparts of the fort, right on top of this rocky hill, and towards the modern city of Hyderabad with all the skyscrapers. And looking down on the rocky outcrop of the fort. I'll leave you with these visuals. Have fun, take care wherever you are. Pleasant travels if you're traveling somewhere. See you on my next episode. Ciao for now.